What's it gonna be? Because I every day. Don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. You have a right to lose control. Don't let go. What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than a friend? Okay, y'all, so today we are going to be talking about mental health. I feel like this is very important. We are back with the Tub Talk, y'all, with the Tub Talk. We're going to start washing, y'all. Today I'm washing my face with tea tree soap. Y'all have very sensitive skin, and it breaks out easily. It does all that. Hey, Manuel. So today, y'all, we're going to be talking about mental health. So I am washing my face with tea tree soap. It's been doing me very well. My skin has been very clear. And I am just trying to figure out which part I should start at, because mental health is very important, like very important to people. Like, I don't think we understand how important it is to not only understand how much you can take mentally, but actually like balancing it well. So as everybody know, I am a entertainer. I've been doing YouTube since I was like 15. So I'm not new to this shit. I've had very high peaks at YouTube and I had very low peaks. But overall, I just trying to keep a balance of doing YouTube can be a bit much. I have 3 channels total. Y'all, I have this channel. I have my beauty channel, which is I Am Chyng. And then I have another channel just by the name of Chyng that I'm currently building. In which I hope to make like my vlog channel. So if y'all haven't, make sure y'all go follow those. But y'all, like, mental health. I really didn't understand how important mental health was until I start getting a little bit older. Swear to God. When I was younger, I sound like I'm an old lady. When I was a little bit younger, I was able to withstand so much more, endure so much more, deal with so much more. And I could just get over shit, get past it, and keep it pushing. Now that I'm getting older, it's almost like going through hell to like be repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. You get tired of that, like, and you get to a point where you really want to do whatever it is in your power, whatever you can to change that, to make sure you're not repeating the same cycles. And I feel like sometimes when it comes to you being an individual person, it can seem so selfish sometimes to try to stop those cycles from happening. So it could be a lot overall, dealing with other people. Make sure y'all feel free to comment down below too. It could be a lot dealing with other people, dealing with different personalities, different energies, just different obstacles. Like, it's very stressful dealing with the same cycles over and over again. And overall, like, the biggest thing that you need to hold on to is your mind. Like, your mind is the main source to everything else that you have going. If your mind is not here, you're not here. You're not existing. It's like, if your mind is gone, like, that's why when they say a person is crazy, they put them on medication to try to keep keep tame of them or to keep this of them, like to keep them in the right place. You know what I mean? So mental health, y'all, is like so important. It means a lot to be able to maintain the shit that life has to offer every single day, but to still wake up, put a smile on your face, to stay motivated, to keep, like, it's to the point where, like, it's days that I have to just take off. I can't even give people warnings. I can't give you a notification in advance or anything like that, because I just have to take this time to myself to get myself in order and to get my mental capacity where I know it's at its highest. So, I mean, mental health is like super duper important. And even when it comes to a point of you needing that time and needing that space and needing that rejuvenation period, the world don't understand that. They don't understand what that means. Like, to them, you're Superwoman or you're Superman. You're supposed to keep fucking saving, okay? You're supposed to keep doing the shit that you've been doing. Taking a break, oh no, it's impossible. They just expect you to be there. There we go, sorry y'all. If you go to someone and tell them that you don't mentally feel accessible right now, they're gonna make an excuse. Or try to convince you to keep going, or try to convince you to do it anyway. I feel like people don't realize when you mentally need a break. People don't understand when you mentally need a break from something. Especially in the entertainment field. Like, that shit is so important that you take that time. Like, lately, like, it's like, damn, shit, you damn near want to keep a therapist on duty, goddamn. You damn near want to keep a therapist on duty to be able to talk to you and give you a bare or neutral perspective and understanding behind everything that's happening. Like, one thing about your mental, it changes over time. Like, it just changes. And there's nothing you can do about it changing. As you grow, as you get older, and all that, like, that's something that just, it evolves. And then, like, even when you're going into different phases of your change, it don't feel right all the time. Sometimes it feels incorrect. And sometimes you need that neutral balance there to help you understand that, shit, sometimes things become uncomfortable in the process of change. Things become uncomfortable in the process of evolving. Shit crazy. That shit crazy. Is there anybody in here, like, that feel like they've been in a transition period and they felt so wrong in it? Like, it feels so uncomfortable because you're being outside of your normal. And when you're outside of your normal, mentally, you feel out of place. Mentally, you feel, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. Mentally, you just feel like, you get what I'm saying? It's something not right. And that all comes with change. So, y'all, mental health is super important. Mental health is super important. And if you ever feel like you need a break, take it. Listen to me. Take that break. You feel like you need a day off, take that day off, because at the end of the day, that job does not care. When you clocking in and punch the clock, your job is not going to care about your mental capacity. Like, people flip out and they just go crazy on a regular because they don't understand that when they're at their, they don't understand when they're at their breaking point. They don't understand when they're at their breaking point, and they don't understand or even know what to do when they're there. It's kind of crazy because kids deal with it a lot. Like, kids deal with it a lot when it comes to them having to go to school and being bullied and talked about. And they deal with it on a regular basis. And children just never know when to stop. So a child could be at their breaking point, and that bully is going to feed off that. Like, you're going to keep nagging, and then it's a situation like where some crazy shit that popped off, and it's just children, because I would say the predator didn't know when to stop, and the prey didn't know how to handle it. Like, you know. So even as children, I feel like it's important to instill into our children that mental stability, mental health is very important. So I just try my best to build mental stability. I try to, whenever I feel like I am at a point where I'm overwhelmed with people, I try to take a break. Whenever I feel like I'm at a situation where I'm overwhelmed with stuff, I take a break, I sit back. You're talking about this generation just soft, but you understand. I don't think, okay, so this is what I'm going to say to that. I completely agree with you about this generation being soft, but at the end of the day, no matter what the softness is or the hardness is, that's what it is. So meaning, okay, this generation is soft. It can't just be rolled off as, okay, this generation is soft. Y'all niggas toughen up, because this generation is soft because they never had that tough spirit. Like, they didn't have to deal with the toughness of what we dealt with coming up. So it's just a different way to approach it. You have to approach it in a different light. You can't approach it in pressure or in just instilling more hardness. That's not how the generation is going to turn around. So that's the way the generation is. So now we have to approach this generation with from a different perspective than what we know, because approaching this generation the way that we knew how is not the most stable way to do it, being the fact that they can't take it, like they can't tolerate it, which is something that we just have to understand, and we have to evolve with it, being that we are tougher, which I don't know how old you are, but I just know that from my generation, we were a lot tougher, you know, itself. So being that this generation is what it is, you know. He says that women shelter this generation, which is why we're soft. I can't just blame it on women. I have to blame it on men too. And I have to blame it on everybody in society at the same time, because even from the industry of the TV, even from the industry of inside the households, the fatherless homes, we have to address the fatherless homes. Like, the father is the figure that gives that, you know what I'm saying, that gives that toughness. The father is the image that gives the providing and the stability. So if a lot of our homes don't have fathers, then what are you supposed to do? A woman can't be a man. If a lot of our homes don't have that male figure, that aggressive energy, not even aggressive, but just masculine energy, then of course the generation is going to be softer, because it's raised by nothing but women. Women are nurturers, right? We are supposed to nurture. We're supposed to be soft. But the funniest thing about that is men can never handle when a woman is hard, because it's like y'all want to soften up a hard woman, but then you want to tell women, when it comes to our children, that we're too soft. It don't make sense. So you gotta make it make sense, baby. Like, we all work together. Like, you can't point the finger at men or women. You just gotta say overall that we all have failed. Women in fatherless homes sheltered this generation. Okay, there you go. Women and fatherless homes sheltered this generation. Shit, it just is what it is. So now that we have softer children, softer generation, softer this, how the hell do we change it is the question. What can we do to change it as a whole? But I definitely do think that addressing mental health is a big thing. Like, I know people who would never dare go to a therapist to get a second opinion or this and this and that, because I guess when you go to a therapist, you're considered crazy or imbalanced or whatever the fuck they want to consider it. But it may actually be better for you in having, that may be your outlet in having a leveled mental capacity, mental state, like, you know. So yeah, like, just some of the things I do to balance out my mental. I get overworked a lot because I deal with a lot of different people on a regular basis, and I deal with a lot of different spirits, a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different attitudes, a lot of different. I have to make sure I meditate. Y'all see how I set up? I do this on a regular basis. I set up, I turn on my good peaceful music, and I'll meditate, I pray, and those things, because guess what, baby? I know I'll be crazy if I didn't, with the obstacles that life had presented to me personally. A motherfucker would be crazy as hell, goddamn it. So, yeah, I'll probably do a mental health portion 2.0, and I'm going to bring on a guest. I would have done it today, but I left my other device in there, and I'm already in here, okay? I'm going to do a 2.0 portion to the mental health, because I feel like it's that important, and I feel like it's good to hear different opinions when it comes to mental health, just to see different ways that it can be helped and coped with and things like that. Some people may work out, some people may draw, some people may paint. People do a lot of different stuff to help stabilize their mental health. But yeah, when I feel overwhelmed, honey, and I feel like all the way to the point where I've been around so many people, I feel like I'm being pulled on, I feel like I'm being drained. I feel like I have to take a step back. Whether it's a day, 2 days, maybe even a week, which that's least likely. A week is least likely because I'm on the move so much that it's always new stuff that has to be done. But I just take that time, bro, and I just do what I have to do, nourish myself, give myself some TLC, and like, that's how I cope with it, because I have to. I absolutely have to, because if I don't, baby girl will be I'll be coming on this live every day. Period. So, y'all can leave some of y'all comments down below. I hope that this is helpful to some of you guys. Like, yeah, so I guess I'm going to wrap up, y'all. I don't like to make these too long. So that was Tub Talk with Chyng today. We just talked about mental health. We talked about how important it is, how it's important to make sure you're stabilized and to like regroup yourself, because you have to, No, I'm not in the tub with a towel, but you get what I'm saying. It's very important, y'all, so make sure y'all stay on the lookout for 2.0. If there's any questions y'all have, comment them down below now, and I'll answer them, because I do see we have quite a few people in here. So if y'all want, y'all can comment them, and I'll respond to them. But other than that, the bath is done. So the whole point of bathing with Chyng is throughout the bath, me addressing and talking about the deep, serious topics that people don't like to address. I can't wait till, like, as I keep going with it, the comment section be filled with different things and questions and people that's being healed from it, because I feel like there's no outlet for people who deal with those things. I don't feel like it's an outlet for people. It's an outlet for people who deal with mental instability. I don't feel like it's an outlet for people who deal with anxiety. I don't feel like it's an outlet for people who deal with loneliness on a regular basis. I don't feel like it's an outlet for people who deal with self-esteem. So self-esteem is going to be the next topic, y'all. So if y'all don't, make sure y'all have your notifications on and y'all won't miss the Tub Talk, like, period. Because it's very important. And then I'm also going to start having special guests on here too, to kind of like give y'all more than one perspective, maybe a female and a male. Thank you, Henry. He said, how you doing, sis? You're funny as fuck. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But also to kind of open up to you guys about, you feel me, other things about me that you wouldn't get to see online, because I do have more of a funny image or more of the least serious image, but I'm a very deep person, you know? So yeah. So that concludes this TED Talk. If y'all want to know like any of the products that I use or anything that y'all see around me, you can just ask in the comment section, and I'll let y'all know like what scents I use, what candles I use, all that good shit, what soaps I use. Yeah, I got this little tray right here, which I absolutely love. If y'all been watching the Tub Talks from the beginning, you will know that I didn't have this at first, but I got this tray from Amazon. I absolutely love it because it's very, very, very helpful. Like I can put an iPad up here if I want it, or like a book or something like that to further like complement what I'm already doing. So yeah, y'all. That concludes this Tub Talk. My favorite drink to relax with, I really love like some red wine Moscato, or just like a red wine, anything sweet. Red wine definitely. I would typically have me a cup right here, but baby girl wasn't drinking today. So yeah, red wine is my favorite to relax with. Explain what anxiety feels like. I would say that anxiety feels like just, let me see if I can have the, it's like an adrenaline rush that you feel, that it almost feel like being scared. When you just think about something that you're actually scared of, and the feeling, that jittery feeling that you get when you see it, or when you think it's happening, or when you're reliving the moment. It's like that feeling is how I would explain anxiety. I feel like anxiety feels very restless. So when you're dealing with anxiety, you feel very restless, or like, you know, you're up, you can't sleep. I also would say that it's like not knowing, or I hope this is a good explanation. But it's like not knowing something, not knowing the outcome. It's like a mystery type of feeling when I felt anxiety. And I felt it at good times and bad times. So there's been times I've been very anxious to perform, or very anxious to whatever. Sometimes people have situations where they feel like they're going to pee on themselves, or they have like bubble guts in their stomach. You know, all of those things can be like anxiety, or whatever you're dealing with, you know, for the moment. But it's not always for bad things. It can be for good things too, you know. Like I said, I felt it when I was super excited to do something, or like, for instance, like when I used to be younger and I was going on a field trip, I would feel anxious and I couldn't sleep like throughout the whole night because I was so excited to go on a field trip. So yeah, that's kind of like how I would sum anxiety up. It can be good. It don't have to just be bad, but dealing with it can be, you know, it can be a lot sometimes. when you keep feeling it. Like it could be a lot on your body because you may have restless nights. You may not be getting enough sleep. Some people when they're anxious they can't eat. Like some people can't consume you know, the nutrients they need. So it just depends on how it affects your body, really, how it affects you as a whole. I'm sure everybody has dealt with anxiety at some point in their life. So I'm about to grease my face up, y'all. I use grapeseed oil on my face, and that has cleared my skin so much. So yeah, y'all, that's gonna wrap up this talk. Nobody else commented anything, so I will see y'all in the next talk. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Make sure you hit the bell, that way you never miss an upload. It's gonna send you a notification, let you know that I'm posting or I'm live. And yeah, I love y'all so much. And as always, it's your girl, Chyngling in this thing, and I will be back again with another one, y'all. Bye. Now we got the biggest thing is getting this screen to go off. Oh my God, Lord. Oh my God. Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, shoot. All right, Queen, see you, boo. Oh, shoot.